Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Rainbows and Butterflies from the Facebook group Paper Crafting YouTubers Hop. And the hostess is Rachel Talman. And as you can see, it's rainbows and butterflies. So I thought I'd use this two photos of my great niece, Gracie. And she has yellow flowers, and they're kind of bright. And I'm going to add a bunch of other colors too. I gutted these two pieces from the Spectrum Sherbet 49 the market, and I'm going to use that uh, chicken wire die, and I'm going to cut out some butterflies. And here's some more of the ephemera and the flowers that I'll be using. It's all from Spectrum Sherbet 49 and Market. And I am going to use one of those lace pieces. I tried to use one day and it set over to the side for the next 10 layouts I know. But I will remember this day. I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers. Did y'all notice? I think they changed their name or something. I keep seeing We Are Makers. I think that's what it is. It might just be the tools, but I did see that. This one is the frame one, and I just made two frames. Instead of matting my photos, I decided I want to put them in frames. So I'm going to put the yellow at the top of one and at the bottom of the other frame. I am using some of the thinner tape for the frames, but I do plan on putting uh, both of the pictures on some foam tape too. The one on the left will just be on that thinner stuff, but since the other one's going to overlap a little bit, I'm going to use some thicker foam tape for it. And I was looking at it and thinking, I want some twine on here. This is a rainbow. Mine might look a little bit different from a rainbow, but I didn't really have any rainbow paper. I couldn't think of any. I could think of stripes or something. I thought, well, if I'm going to use something that's not a real rainbow, I want to use this paper. And so I will have rainbow colors. I'm going to have green, shades of green, yellow, teal, blue. I'm putting blue twine on the photos right there, and pink, shades of pink. But yeah, I've got several colors on here. So yeah, I got the rainbow part. And I will have the butterflies. And part of the reason I picked this was because when I was thinking, I don't really have a rainbow. I do have plenty of butterflies in some of my 49er market collections. So I will use one of them instead. And I thought of this piece right here and thought that'll work. It'll have my colors for the rainbow, and it'll also look good with the butterflies on there. I did cut off uh, part of that lace border. I will use it. I will use it in two spots. That little piece right there, I will manage to get it in two spots just to add that color in two places. I I told a story. My chicken wire is not cut from the 49er market. I cut it out of a color box one that was, a paper pad, and I think it's called watercolor something, and it had a kind of messy watercoloring on there. And some of the paper was a little white, so you will notice on maybe one or two of the pieces on the close up that there is white on the fence, but it went really well with the colors on here. That was the tidal wave. I these two branches right here are like the only two this color that I have anyway in the Spectrum Sherbet collection, and it was ones you fussy cut out of the back of, I think, the main paper collection. And so I'm going to cut it apart so I can make it go in three places instead of two. Well, I'm only going to cut one leaf off, but I will pull out another leaf, branch to mix in there, just add a little bit more greenery. But I am starting out with those leaves because I figured I might as well go ahead and use them since I only had two. And so the other branch is more along the colors of those leaves. Instead of being the tidal wave or the pink or the yellow, they're going to be closer to that color. They're going to be a green. Now, on the pictures, depending on how the sunlight's hitting those flowers, they look yellow or they look orange. So I'm going to use well, more towards the orange color when I put the butterflies on, and of course these flowers here. But I am going to add other stuff to bring out rainbow colors in my little clusters. Not a whole lot, but I will have like pink and green and yellow, and I'm looking on them, and some of that teal and some blue. So there will be other colors that are in my clusters. But like I said, I'm going to have the flowers and butterflies more of the yellow, orange, and also that tidal wave color. Since doing like a diagonal is one of my most favorite layouts to do, well, style of layout, um, I'm going to go from the bottom left to the top right. And I'm going to get this one cluster here pretty much done, really close. And then I'll remember my chicken wire and that I wanted some of that down there. So I'll have to pull it up and put it on there. But it came up pretty easy. It wasn't too bad. I just didn't think of it in time. So that blue notebook looking piece there, it is going to be blue on blue because I custom cut it to fit in that corner. And I decided I'm just going to go ahead and have bluish on bluish. Well, I think more of the tidal wave color, but yeah, I am going to have it on top of the chicken wire, even though they're both the same colors. And normally I would have picked a different piece to put there. But after I get everything else on there, I don't think it's that noticeable. Now, here's where I remembered the chicken wire. And I love that die. It cuts so well and it looks so delicate when it gets done that, yeah, it just looks really good on any layout you put it on. And it's by Marianne, Marianne Collectibles, Cuttables. Maybe it's Marianne Cuttables, but it's Marianne something. Um, if anybody needs help finding it, I'll try. I hadn't seen them in a while though. Um, the rub-ons here, I haven't used a whole lot of them. I plan on using them just about every layout, but I normally don't think of them in time or don't find exactly what I want. So yeah, I gotta get used to them. They are a great addition to your layout. So yeah, I gotta get used to using them because they go on so smooth and they add a little bit here and there. But I did add some to that paper because I thought, well, since I'm doing blue on blue, I want to add something to it so it won't just be completely blue on blue. So I added two of the rub-ons and I'm putting it back where it was at. And then I'm going to put the other pieces back there too. But while I am doing that, I want to mention that down there below, you'll find the links for everybody that's doing this hop. It's a monthly hop. It's the first Saturday of every month. And you can do anything paper. You can do a layout, you can do a card, you can do any kind of creation with paper. And the theme is to your own discretion. So if you see it one way and somebody else sees it a complete different way, that's fine. They want you to be creative and enjoy the hop. So try it. Butterflies and rainbows. I I already scrapped these pictures once for Gracie's album, and they were like at this, well, they were picking up mums and stuff, the plants to put out for the fall. And of course, our fall sometimes kind of on the late side. And they took pictures of her with the flowers, but I scrapped it for her album. This one's for my album. So, yeah, she just looks adorable there. And so very much like her mama. Uh, Oh, I thought I pulled stuff out to put on the tops of my photos to have tucked under there. Forgot all about them. So I will be putting some stuff up there after I get a tag down here. And I'm just using the same twine that I used on the photos, the blue and white. And you will see in the photos at the end that I added a little piece up there to the cluster up there in the top right. Just so that I figured since I put some in the bottom left and the middle, I might as well put some in the top right. So you will see it in the photos at the end. Now, tucking in above the photos, I figure I might as well be frugal. Not very much is going to be showing. So I'm cutting, well, I cut the ticket in half, and I am cutting the other pieces down. And one is the border strip from this paper right here, and I tore it apart, so I will use part of it up there in the top right, and it'll say date due or due date. Let me look. Date due, and I plan on using my what do you call it? Date stamp. Yeah, I plan on using my date stamp and look it up to see what day these photos were taken and put that on there if I have one that has 2022. I am not sure. It's been a while since I bought one of them, but I thought it looked cute on that one little strip that's going to be up there. Here I'm talking so far ahead, and y'all are wondering what's going to be up there. Yeah, I guess I need to go back to what I'm doing, but it's not much. I'm just adding butterflies here and there. And like I said, it is the colors of the tidal wave and the orange looking ones. They're kind of my favorite anyway, mostly because of monarch butterflies, and I love seeing them when they fly south. Um, oh, here is where I start adding up there. There's that one strip, and all it is the edge of like film strip, but it's not all there. You know, that's how it came. I didn't cut it down. And then I also have that big ticket, and I really debated whether I wanted to cut that off or save it for some place where I might need a bigger ticket. And I thought, I really want that color up here. And so it went on there anyway. And then I'm going to add that strip that says due date, and I'm cutting it down. And the reason I cut it down, well, I'm going to tear the ends, but I cut it down is to put that date stamp right next to it. You will see there is a spot for it. I just hope I've got one with 23. I don't think so. I might have to do it by hand. Yeah, I might have to write on my layout. And I do believe I said 23. It is 22. It is the fall of 22. Um, that means I'm already in the habit of saying 23, right? That's doing pretty good. Um, Usually takes me like June or July. I'm adding a heart up there too, and that's where I'm going to put my twine later. I'm just going to wrap it around part of it. I'm not sure how I like it yet, but it is on there. I figured if it keeps bugging me, I will just figure out something else. But at the moment, it's wrapped around that chipboard heart. Oh, and I forgot. I did add something else. I was looking at it when I put that on there, and I decided to add a little bit of the chicken wire up there. And I'm going to add two little pieces, one on each side. There isn't much left laying there anywhere, so it's going to be in two parts. But you won't be able to tell it when you're looking at the photos at the end. I think I'm about done. I'm going to add a couple of the butterflies, and because the theme is butterflies, I'm adding more than I normally would. And then I think, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I'm going to add live, laugh, love. There's a chipboard piece laying over in that tray that says always. And I thought, what do I want to go with this always to put it on here? And I looked at the rub-ons, and the live, laugh, love was there. And I thought, that'll be great. They'll go good together. So it's going to be there. And then, oh, if I have rub-ons at the bottom, I want some rub-ons at the top. So I added some rub-on at the top too. They don't match, but I did add some rub-ons at the top. My splatters are going to be um, salvage patina and saltwater taffy. And both are the oxide ones. And then that'll be it, other than what I sneak around and add before the photos are taken. But yeah, make sure you check out all the links down there below and see what everybody else has created with rainbows and butterflies. And try it yourself. Have fun. And yeah, there's my pictures. And one you can see Gracie pretty good, but the other one not quite so good because of that glare. But that's less glare than sometimes. Um, there's my cluster at the bottom left, and you can see how well that piece of paper from Colorblock matches everything else. It just blends in so good. And I really need to use it too. Um, and here's my rub-on that's down there at the bottom, and I think it went really well there. I was pretty tickled at the size of it when I went to put it on, because I thought it's going to take up that space about like I want it to take it up. And uh, and as you can see on my picture frames, I did distress them. I didn't think of it till I got the photos on there, but I did distress them. But if y'all leave a comment down there below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so very much. And thank you all for watching today. I appreciate that too. And I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Have fun on the hop, and there's generally plenty of names down there for you to click on and enjoy watching their video. And yeah, bye.